Hi everyone, this video is about arithmetic sequence, focusing in finding the common difference d and the first term a sub 1 given two non-consecutive terms, which is, of course, first term is not one of them. Let us compare the formula in finding d when first term is given and the other is it is not given. Okay, the derived formula in finding d using the nth term given two non-consecutive terms is d equals a sub n, the last term, minus a sub 1, the first term, all over n minus 1. Take note, a sub 1 is one of the two non-consecutive terms. What if a sub 1 is not given? So given two non-consecutive terms other than a sub 1, which is denoted by a sub k and so on until a sub n. So we have d equals the last term minus the non-consecutive term, which is a sub k, all over the value of n minus the value of k. Next is the derived formula in finding the first term using the nth term of an arithmetic sequence. The nth term is a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. The main objective here is we need to isolate a sub 1 to derive its formula. So by distributive property, so n times d is dn, and then negative 1 times d is negative d. So by applying subtraction property to remove positive dn, so we need to subtract both sides by dn. And next is negative d. So to remove this, we need to add d on both sides of the equation. Okay. So we have to combine like terms. So dn minus dn is equal to 0. And then negative d plus d is equal to 0. So that gives us a sub n minus dn plus d equals a sub 1. So next is factor out dn plus d. We've got a sub n minus quantity n minus 1 d is equal to 1, or by symmetric property, we have a sub 1 equals a sub n minus quantity n minus 1 d, where a sub 1 is the first term, a sub n is the nth term, and then n is the position of the term, and then d is the common difference. Okay, let's start with an example. Okay. Find D and A sub 1 of an arithmetic sequence given with two non-consecutive terms, which is A sub 1 is not one of them. So A sub 5 is 14 and A sub 16 is 25. We can use two methods in finding D. Solution 1, let's use the formula in finding D given two non-consecutive terms, which is A sub 1 is not one of them. So we have the given is A sub 5 and then A sub 16. So D is equal to A sub n, the last term, minus A sub k, the other previous term, all over n minus k. So we have substituted n, the last term, which is number 16, and then A sub k, k is the fifth term or position of 5. So we have all over 16 minus 5. The value of A sub 16 is 25. Value of A sub 5 is 14. Then 16 minus 5 is 11. Simplifying, we have 11 over 11 is equal to 1. Next method is using the nth term. So substituting the values, n is 16. That's the last term here, equals A sub 5 plus n is 16 and then k, 16 minus 5, quantity D. Then A sub 5 is 14 plus 16 minus 5 is 11 times D. So by applying subtraction property, so we have 25 minus 14 equals 11D. 25 minus 14 is 11 equals 11D. Applying division property, which is 11 divided by 11 equals 11D times 11 is 1 is equal to D, or D is equal to 1. So we've got the same answer, which is 1. Alright. Next, so since we've found the value of D, we can now proceed in finding the first term. Okay, again, I'm going to show you two methods or two solutions in finding the first term. Okay, we know already that D is equal to 1 from the previous solution in finding D. So let's start finding the first term using A sub 5. Okay, so by using the nth term of an arithmetic sequence, substituting the given, we have A sub 5 minus quantity 5 minus 1, D. A sub 5 is 14 minus 5 minus 1, D is equal to 1. So 14 minus 5 minus 1 is 4 times 1 is 4. Therefore, A sub 1 is 10. Okay, let's use another method by using the other given, which is A sub 16. Again, we'll be using the nth term of an arithmetic sequence. and the derived formula in finding a sub 1. So we have a sub 1 equals a sub 16 minus 16 minus 1d. A sub 16 is 25 minus 16 minus 1, and d is 1. So simplifying, 25 minus 16 minus 1 is 15 times 1 is 15. Therefore, 25 minus 15 is 10. So we've got the same answer. Okay, you may use any or either of the two non-consecutive terms to find a sub 1. Okay, next example. Number 2, a sub 13 equals negative 21, then a sub 21 equals negative 35. Let's find d. So I'll be showing you two solutions for d. The first one is using d, which is d is equal to a sub n minus a sub k all over n minus k. Substituting the values of n and k, which is a sub 21 minus a sub 13 all over 21 minus 13. Substituting the values of a sub 21, which is negative 35, minus values of a sub 13, which is negative 21 all over 8. That's from 21 minus 13. So we've got d is equal to negative 14 over 8 in lowest term. That is negative 7 over 4. Solution 2 by using the nth term. Using a sub 21 equals a sub 13 plus quantity 21 minus 13 times d. A sub 21 again is negative 35 is equal to a sub 13 is negative 21 plus 21 minus 13 is 8 times d. By applying addition property of equality, we have negative 35 plus 21 equals 8d. Negative 35 plus 21 is negative 14 is equal to 8d. Divide both sides by 8. We've got negative 14, 8 over 4 equals d. Lowest term is negative 7 over 4. So choose which one is easier for you to get the value of the common difference. Okay, we can now proceed in finding the value of the first term since we know already the value of the common difference. So I will be showing two methods again in finding the first term. Okay, so the first one is using a sub 13. Okay, by using the formula in finding the first term derived from the nth term of an arithmetic sequence. So we have a sub 1 is a sub 13 minus 1 d. So a sub 13 is negative 21 minus 13 minus 1. D is negative 7 over 4. Perform the operation. So negative 21 minus 13 minus 1 is 12. times 7 is negative 84 over 4. Since we have a subtraction of rational and irrational numbers, so we need to convert negative 21 into irrational. So we have negative 21, or we have negative 84 over 4 is negative 21, and the negative 21 times negative is positive 21. Therefore, a sub 1 is equal to 0. Okay, let us compare the answer using method 2, which is substituting the value of a sub 21 in finding the first term. So a sub 21 minus quantity 21 minus 1 times d, that is negative 35 minus 21 minus 1, quantity negative 7 over 4. Performing the operation, so 21 minus 1 is 20, times negative 7 is negative 140 over 4, and that is negative 35, and then negative 35 times negative is positive 35, and that is a sub 1 is negative 35 plus 35 is equal to 0. So we've got the same value of a sub 1. So you may use either a sub 13 or a sub 21. You get the same value for first term. Okay. Next example. A sub 8 equals 9. A sub 17 is 12. What is D? Using the formula in finding D, which is a sub n minus a sub k all over n minus k. So from the given, a sub 17 minus a sub 8 all over 17 minus 8. So that is D is equal to 12 minus 9 over 17 minus 8 is 9. So that is 3 over 9. In its lowest term is 1/3. Okay. Solution 2 using the nth term. So a sub 17 is equal to a sub 8 plus quantity 17 minus 8 times d. So a sub 17 is 12 equals a sub 8 is 9 plus 17 minus 8 is 9 times d. Then, by applying the subtraction property, we've got 12 minus 9 equals 9d, dividing both sides by 9, and that is 1/3. So we've got the same answer. Okay, since we know already the value of d, let's find a sub 1. Okay. Solution 1 using a sub 8 and finding a sub 1 equals a sub n minus quantity n minus 1 times d. So a sub n is a sub 8 minus n is 8 minus 1 d. A sub 8 is 9 minus 8 minus 1 times D, which is 1/3. And that is A sub 1 equals 9 minus 8 minus 1 is 7 times 1/3. How do you multiply a whole number and a fraction? Simple. Multiply the whole number and the numerator, then copy the denominator. So we have 7 times 1 is 7/3. So again, we are subtracting a whole number and a fraction. So you need to convert the whole number into a fraction by using the denominator 1, and that is 9/1. And getting the LCD, and that is 3. 3 divided by 1 is 3 times 9, minus 3 divided by 3 is 1 times 7, and that is 7. So we have 12, or 9 times 3 is 27, minus 7 is 20/3. So that's the value of A sub 1 using A sub 8. Let us compare with using A sub 17. So A sub 17 minus 17 minus 1D, substituting the values. A sub 17 is 12 minus 17 minus 1 times D, which is 1/3. Then A sub 1 is 12 minus 17 minus 1 is 16 times 1/3. We've got 12 minus, that is 16 times 1/3 is 16/3. So we'll be using the same process from the one we have in solution 1. So we have converting 12 into a fraction and getting the LCD. The LCD is 3, so that is 12 times 3 minus 16/3, performing the operations. And then we have 12 times 3 is 36, minus 16 is 20/3. Okay, so therefore A sub 1 is 20/3. Okay, one more example. A sub 4 is 45, A sub 11 is 10. Let's find D. Using the formula in determining D, we have D equals A sub 11 minus A sub 4 all over 11 minus 4. So we have 10 minus 45 over 7, which is negative 35/7, and the result is a negative third or negative 5. Okay, let's have solution 2 by using the nth term. So we'll be using the last term, which is A sub 11 equals A sub 4 plus 11 minus 4 times D. So A sub 11 is 10, and then A sub 4 is 45. 11 minus 4 is 7 times D. So by applying subtraction property of equality, we've got 10 minus 45 equals 7D, and that is negative 35 equals 7D. Dividing both sides by 7, we've got negative 5. Okay, So the value of D is negative 5. Let us look for a sub 1. Solution 1 using a sub 4. A sub 1 is equal to a sub n minus 1 times D, substituting the value of n here, which is 4. And then a sub 4 is 45 minus 4 minus 1, quantity times negative 5. So 4 minus 1 is 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. And then negative 15 times negative is positive 15. So we have a sub 1 is 60. Okay, let's proceed in using a sub 11. A sub 1 equals a sub 11 minus quantity 11 minus 1 D. A sub 11 is 10 minus 11 minus 5 times D is negative 5. Performing the operation here, we have 10 minus 11 minus 1 is 10 times negative 5 is negative 50. And then negative 50 times negative is positive 50 plus 10. Therefore, a sub 1 is 60. Okay. So, that's it. You may use either of the two non-consecutive terms to find the first term. Okay. Other videos related to arithmetic sequence are available in this channel. So I hope you've learned something from this. Bye!